Well, hello, how are you? This is Dr. T from Education Prescriptions. How are you doing? Well, look, today we have another wonderful teacher from our company, and her name is Lisa Thomas. Lisa deals with those students, high school students, who are in the category of special needs. And she is the consultant for the transition of high school students either into the world of work or into college or into independent living. So we're going to welcome Lisa. And how you doing, Lisa?
Doing great. Great to be with you today.
Thank you. Okay, well, let's get started. And tell me how you got interested in helping special needs high school students and with their transitional needs.
Thank you. I'm happy to talk about my journey. My son, I have 4 children. My oldest child is McIver Thomas, and he has developmental disabilities and intellectual disability. He is now 31 years old, but he finished high school and was working full time, but was not at the place in his life that he could move from our home to his own home. He needed support. And so he went to the ClemsonLIFE program at Clemson University, where he was given incredible training and skills to manage his own life. And now he's living on his own, driving, working full-time, just off to the races as an adult. And so then I was given the opportunity to work with students with disabilities in our local school district. And I worked with Project Search, which is Spartanburg Regional Hospital, Dorman High School in Spartanburg, South Carolina, collaborated on the first Project Search program in the state of South Carolina. It's an international program. And the students, the entire program is at the business site. So they are taken out of a special ed classroom and they're put in on the job shoulder to shoulder with coworkers and in a respected capacity. And they absolutely, it was shock and awe what those kids were able to accomplish. And they became so confident and they became so positive about their futures. And they were learning very technical skills and doing very responsible jobs. And I was amazed at their talent and skill. And then I've gone on to work with other students in different high schools in our community. And students with disabilities have talent, have skills, have passions and dreams. And as all of us do, we need support in particular areas. You don't want me handling anybody's accounting in your business, but I have other things that I'm good at doing. And it's just the same with students with disabilities. So we need to figure out where your passions are, where your talents are. We need to figure out what hinders your goals, how you can break through that, what kind of training you need. And the future is bright. It's exciting.
Great. Well, tell me, how important is parent support in this project? How important is it that when you work with parents, how important is their support?
I think that parents are the absolute key to the success of their students. And of course, that's true in every kid's life. But in my experience, I think that parents coddle students with their children with disabilities, and are afraid to push them. There's a difference between being cruel and expecting what really cannot be expected, and pushing for independence and pushing for, just to continue to expect amazing things from your young adult. So I think that in my experience with my students that have been very successful, part of it's because the parents have gotten on board and have wanted to have the same expectations and goals for their students. And they're not just saying, oh, well, they're just going to sit around the house for the rest of their life. And, we can't expect a lot more than that. It's just, we can expect more than that, and they have their whole adult life ahead of them. So why not equip them and the parents letting go. I feel like sometimes I'm taking fingers and kind of peeling them back. Let us have them, let us work with them, because and that's true with all of us as parents, right? With our kids. Sometimes we all have to let go in whatever areas and let them fly, and we stand back and we're scared. And especially when somebody has disabilities, we're just afraid. We're afraid to let them go. We're afraid to let them work. We're afraid somebody's going to make fun of them. But let's help them figure out how to manage that. Let's help them figure out how to advocate for themselves and how to move forward, and not just hold them back because we're afraid. We can't hold them back because of fear. We have to let them go. It was hard for us to let our son go to Clemson, but it was worth it. And he was, he was worth it, and he was able to handle it. Now he's living his big grown-up life. So they're worth it, and we have to let them fly.
Okay, and then one more question. So let's say that I allow my son to come and be tutored by you. How would you begin that session? What would be the very beginning that you would feel to make them comfortable, to make you comfortable? What would that be?
I would love to have a conversation with individual students about their own, how they see themselves, a profile of themselves. And I'm a good talker, and I'm good at getting people to talk about themselves. And if you show that you're interested and you really care and that you believe in them, people open up. And so I would love to hear, if you could just do anything in the world, what would it be? Well, maybe we can't be an NBA basketball player, if we're not even playing basketball right now, but, let's fine tune your vision, helping them figure out what their vision for their life is. And then developing steps and strategies to get there. And they can be baby steps. And it could be as small as, okay, we need to learn how to manage life in your home. Are you washing your own clothes? Okay, let's work on learning how to wash your own clothes. And we could learn how to, and that's where parents have to get involved, because sometimes parents don't want kids messing with their washer and dryer. And, we all have to be a team and figure out what the goals are, but just step by step, and you feel like, oh, I can do that. Oh, I didn't realize I could do that. Okay, what's next? What's next? And they're ready to just take on the world. And that's how I would like to begin.
That is great. Oh my God. Awesome. Awesome. Parents, do you hear that? Ms. Thomas, she's a wonderful, wonderful teacher. And this professional and knows what she's doing, has done it well, has been successful with it. And so if you have a child at home who has special needs, high school, who's going into that transition where they need to learn those skills, then you need to make sure that we get you in here and have your child come in contact with Ms. Thomas, because she is wonderful. She loves children, and she just wants them to be successful. Okay, so we thank you so much, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And thank you all for listening to Education Prescriptions. And here's another professional that we're offering to you. And remember, the website is www.educationprescriptions.org. The telephone number is 843-369-0600. Make sure you like and share this video. If you know of someone who has a special needs high school student who can benefit from this, share this video so that they can make sure that their child comes in and gets into good hands. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay, have a great one.